an insanely weird obsession with murder mysteries, suffering a miscarriage that almost took her life.
Beyonce revealing that they had a miscarriage before Blue Ivy. Yeah, they are allowing fans to see their human side. You know, it's more common than you think. Nearly 2 in 5 pregnancies end in miscarriage. This ultra-private couple shared their extremely intimate detail through what else?
Or even firing her own dad.
I love my father so much, and he has taught me so many things. So it was something that was hard, you know.
These are 10 things you definitely didn't know about Beyonce Knowles Carter. And trust me, number 7 will change the way you see her forever. At spot number 10, before Destiny's Child, before the Grammys, before world domination, did you know that Beyonce wasn't even a singer? That's right. As a child, Beyonce's first ever group was called Girls Time.
Welcome Beyonce, Lativia, Nina, Nikki, Kelly, and Ashley, the hip-hop rapping Girls Time.
And instead of just singing, she had a whole other passion. Can you guess what it is? You won't believe it. But if you guessed rapping, you'd be correct. The group first appeared on Houston local talent show circuit in 1990, and then made a national debut appearance at the Star Search, the biggest talent competition of the 90s. And guess what? They lost. That defeat haunted Beyonce for years, but instead of letting her setback break her, she turned it into fuel. Beyonce decided to stop rapping and pursued another passion. She probably didn't know this at the time, but that decision would literally change her life forever. And now, years later, she referenced the moment in her song Flawless, proving that failure was just part of the journey to success. Speaking of unexpected beginnings and hidden talent, Beyonce has a secret superpower that even her biggest fans don't know about. At number 9, okay, this one actually sounds pretty crazy and borderline impossible. But bear with me, Beyonce has mastered a vocal technique called polyphonic singing, which means that she can produce 2 different notes at the same time. It's an extremely rare skill that very few singers in the world can pull off. And it's one of the reasons her harmonies sound so incredibly layered, even when she's singing live on stage. This means that even when she's performing alone, her voice can sound like an entire choir backing her up. How cool is that? Now, even though that sounds impressive, the next fact on our list will definitely leave you shocked. At spot number 8, did you know that Beyonce has a very unusual training regimen for her voice and stamina? The endurance that allows Beyonce to perform high-energy choreography while singing flawlessly didn't just happen by accident. Oh no, this was very intentional. So, let's rewind a couple of years back to the late 1980s when Beyonce's dad Matthew Knowles discovered his daughter's exceptional talent for singing. He developed a rigorous training regimen that would make Olympic coaches raise their eyebrows. From running while singing simultaneously, and not just casual jogging, but sustained running around their Houston neighborhood for hours while performing full songs without missing a note, to literally having a private dance studio installed in their home for singing practice, fully equipped with absolutely terrible ventilation levels on purpose, to also having her perform in the rain. Oh my goodness! Talk about hard work and dedication. I think it's safe to say Beyonce endured quite a lot back in the day, and through it all came on top. Cause for me, I would have told Dad I'd quit with the quickness and also probably locked myself in the room for at least an entire month. Now, according to former Destiny's Child member in a rare joint interview, these so-called training sessions would last up to 45 minutes at a time, with Matthew using a stopwatch to time her runs and a tape recorder to critique her vocal stability afterward. He'd play it back and say, "Listen to how you dropped that note here when you got winded," Latavia Robertson once revealed. Then she'd do it again until she could maintain perfect vocal control throughout the entire run. Now switching gears from tough and rigorous training to refueling, relaxation, and unwinding. And at our next spot, you'll be shocked to find out what Queen Bee does on her downtime to relax and unwind. At number 7, we all need a way to unwind every now and again. For some, it could be going to the gym or going for a walk. For others, meditating or even reading a book. But for Beyonce, you won't believe what she does in her downtime to unwind and relax. Well, it's not exactly doing something, but actually watching something totally unexpected. Can you guess what it is? If you guessed watching true crime documentaries, you will be correct. That's right. Queen Bee is a true crime junkie. She loves crime shows, murder mysteries, and anything involving investigations. So the next time you're binge-watching Dateline or Forensic Files, just know, you're probably watching the same thing as your favorite celeb megastar. And speaking of unexpected things, next on our list, Beyonce has one of the most unexpected hobbies of any A-list celeb. You'd probably want to stick around to find out. But before we continue, if you're still watching to this point, I want to say thank you so much for still watching. And if you could do us a huge favor, please give us a like on this video and hit the subscribe and bell notification to stay connected so you get notified whenever we drop more videos. And also, if you're feeling generous, hit that super thanks button. It truly does help support our channel and keep us putting out more amazing content just like this one. Now, moving on to an unexpected hobby for our Queen Bee. At number 6, while her fans are called the Beehive, few know that Beyonce herself is fascinated by actual bees. In a 2020 British Vogue interview, she revealed that she maintains beehives at her home. Not just one or two, but around 80,000 bees. She harvests honey for her children who suffer from allergies, using it as a natural remedy. This commitment to beekeeping began shortly after the birth of her twins, Rumi and Sir. When she began researching natural remedies for childhood allergies, according to sources close to the star, she worked with expert apiarists to establish the colonies on her property and has become deeply knowledgeable about colony management and honey harvesting techniques. Her staff even reported that she often checks on the hives personally when at home, wearing professional beekeeping gear despite having access to staff who could handle the task. This passion extends to her beauty line as well. Industry insiders revealed that Beyonce has been developing skincare products incorporating her own honey, with plans to eventually feature her home-harvested honey in limited edition product releases. The personal connection to her Queen Bee persona isn't just a quirky coincidence. It represents her deep-rooted belief in natural healing, sustainability, and self-sufficiency that has informed her approach to wellness for nearly a decade. But speaking of unexpected surprises, Beyonce got one of the craziest birthday surprises of all time. At number 5. So, imagine this. You're sitting at your birthday dinner, and out of nowhere, your favorite celebrity star, say Usher or Rihanna, or maybe even Chris Brown, sings a birthday tribute to you, and not only that, but also mentions your name specifically. How cool is that? Just imagine how you'd feel in that moment surrounded by your friends and family. Well, for Beyonce, this is exactly what happened. At a random show back in 2011, exactly on Beyonce's 30th birthday, Stevie Wonder, while performing live on stage, pauses mid-performance and pays tribute to our dear Queen Bee. He gives a birthday shout-out which left fans and Beyonce completely in shock and emotional.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kylie. Happy birthday, Beyonce. Happy birthday.
Proving that even global superstars can get starstruck. But while that was a birthday gift she'll never forget, there was another moment in her life that she kept extremely private for years. At spot number 4, Beyonce has always been very private about her personal life, but in 2010, something unbelievably tragic happened to her. Beyonce didn't talk about it or even mention it to anybody, and it wasn't until 2013 that she revealed to the world that she and her family went through. In her 2013 documentary Life is But a Dream, Beyonce revealed that she suffered a miscarriage before having blue ivy, stating that it was the saddest thing she's been through in her entire life. In another interview with Oprah, Beyonce stated that it is one of the hardest things she's gone through.
You know, someone you love, someone that's given you life, someone that's done such a fantastic job. You know, it's hard.
And how did it affect her? She described it as one of the hardest experiences of her life. But instead of letting it break her, she turned to music as healing. Now switching gears from loss and hardships to hopes, dreams, and lucky numbers. Did you know Beyonce has a lucky number? Well, at spot number 3, Beyonce has a special connection to a certain number most people don't know about. Oh yeah, she has incorporated it in many aspects of her life, including her albums, jewelry, clothing, and even her family life. Can you guess what that lucky number is? Well, Beyonce's lucky number is the number 4. This number completely surrounds her life and literally controls almost everything she does. Her birthday, September 4th. Her husband Jay-Z's birthday, December 4th. Her mom's birthday, January 4th. Wedding anniversary, April 4th. She named her 4th album 4 and even got the number 4 tattooed on her finger. Her daughter's blue middle name, Ivy, is referencing Roman numeral for number 4. Coincidence? Definitely not. Beyonce believes in signs, patterns, recognition, and good fortune, and the number 4 has shaped her entire life. Beyonce's belief in her lucky number is sure fascinating, but at our next spot, Beyonce did something so unexpected, it shocked everybody. At spot number 2, for most of her early career, Beyoncé was managed by her father, Matthew Knowles, but in 2011, she made a decision that shocked everyone. She fired him. It wasn't an easy choice, but Beyoncé wanted full control over her career. And from that moment on, things completely changed for her. She built her own empire, and with her own hands overseeing every detail herself. And let's be real, it worked. After going independent, she dropped the surprise Beyoncé album, headlining Coachella in 2013, and a ton of other successful albums like Lemonade in 2016, Renaissance in 2022, and Cowboy Carter in 2024, which all led her to become one of the most successful female artists in Hollywood. Beyoncé's obsession with control definitely helped her music career, but she has another obsession which is a little weird. And at our last spot might be the weirdest fact about Beyoncé. At our number 1 spot, did you know that Beyoncé has a vast digital archive of her entire life? And in a revealing 2013 HBO documentary, Beyoncé offered a glimpse into one of her most meticulous habits. She records nearly everything in her life. Queen Bee maintains a temperature-controlled digital storage facility that houses thousands of hours of personal footage of her and her family. Every interview she's ever done, every photo shoot, and personal moments with her spouse. This extensive self-documentation isn't just for posterity. It's a strategic tool she uses to control her narrative and perfect her artistry through extensive self-review. There you have it, guys. 10 incredible things you did not know about Beyoncé. The list is proof that Beyoncé isn't just an artist, she's a genre-delving force of nature. But hold on a sec. Question: did you know that Beyoncé owned a Gulfstream G550 jet worth over $44 million? Or that she recently acquired a $24 million Rolls-Royce boat tail? Or even that she has a total combined net worth of music catalog and royalties of even $300 million? If you didn't know all this, you definitely want to check out this other video. Click on the screen right now to find out more.